push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Wallace. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
17.
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
22 middle.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Lions will take over. Falcons offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
To throw on second down. Tucker looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Room here to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Now a throw here, hauled in. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Jets.
Looking to throw. Wallace. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Wallace. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first and 10, Wallace. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly, and forcing incompletions.
That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or two short. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Weber. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their run. Run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A give up the middle to Akers. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The Lions at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution in that victory.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, Someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow, they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Tucker. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Well, we both know there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tucker, this is caught. And in for the Lions, touchdown. DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now as they line up and kick this one away.
Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake, Wallace.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
He finds his man, complete. It's Weaver.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Back to throw. Wallace. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wallace. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Straight ahead is Hall.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wallace. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
To throw on third down. Tucker.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Complete. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To throw on 2nd down. Tucker
looking underneath. He's got Akers.
And down he'll go at the 25.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Tucker.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Going right back to Akers.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on 3rd down. Tucker, this time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Down. Wallace. That's to his running back, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Wallace to the right side, and he's got more, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Third and 1.
Okay, ready? Black shot.
Back to throw. Tucker slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on third and a yard.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here we go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 38.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Tucker. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining. And the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your formula. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
It's caught, Smith.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Let's go now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give. Akers running left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Back to throw. Tucker. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ready?
Well, that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Black Ultra.
To throw on 2nd down. Tucker. He'll find Williams on the slant. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Ready.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Well, this is Smith with a grab. And in for the Lions touchdown. Devontae Smith, 35 yards. And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Running left, it's Hall. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 87 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Hall again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Now leaving with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
They find some open field here. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 12-yard line.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
Give to Hall running right.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
29, Lions 22.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the